Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an international version of Mingling with the Mayor. I'm privileged to have Father Bert Otten, S.J., here next to me. We're in his office, and we're interviewing in Chikuni Mission, Chikuni, Zambia, about several hours east, west, north of Lusaka, south.
We're south of Lusaka, southwest of Lusaka.
Southwest, and about 3 hours from Livingston Falls, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Professionals Without Boundaries trip that we've been working on some plumbing and electrical and cultural issues. I was lucky enough to know Bert several years ago when I worked in Loyola, and happy enough to see him here, alive and well. Now, we've heard stories about your dam building over here, and the question I have is, did you have to come all the way to Africa to be able to build a dam with no supervision?
True.
And another question came to us from Byron Lynch, was that you're Missouri province.
Exactly.
But you've worked in Seattle for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You are a Jesuit here in Africa,
mm-hmm.
but you work for the diocese.
Mm-hmm.
It does lead me to think, do you have a problem with authority?
Of course.
Now, several days ago, we went to the Lawindi Cultural Dance Festival,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I was given this jar of this milky substance
mm-hmm.
to drink, and I didn't want to offend anybody, so I took a small sip. I've not slept for 5 days, and I keep hallucinating. Will this end soon?
It will, right after you go blind.
Fair enough. Now, we had, back to the dams. My understanding is that the Jesuit ethos is for the Spirit to flow equally everywhere, as God would have it. Now, I know water is kind of a spiritual symbol. Does the fact that you like to dam that water and stop it say anything about your spirituality?
Well, the Spirit also has to flow around and develop and to expand and become expansive into a big lake of spirituality for people to dive into.
Amen, brother. Or father. And now, given your time here, you've obviously picked up some Tongan language skills.
Very little.
And I'm wondering if you could explain Ohm's law, given your electrical engineering degree. If you could explain Ohm's law in Tongan to me.
I couldn't explain it to you in English.
That might be my problem, actually.
It took George Simon Ohm 40 years to get people to believe that his law was correct.
Wow. Well, I have to say, I personally, and I think as a group, we're unduly impressed with all the work that's going on here. It is inspiring. My question to you, and you might not have a good answer for this yet, but maybe we can formulate something, would be, is there anything the Seattle University community can do to further assist the Chikuni Mission, yourself, Father Wafer, Yvonne, the young women here at the center?
Mm-hmm. Well, one easy thing you can always say is prayer.
Perfect.
We need that. Another thing would be to spread the word around, that most of the world does not live like the folks in Seattle, people at Seattle U. And maybe help people get a mentality that's more universal rather than centered around our small village here, For the young folks, the boys, I'd say join the Jesuits and then come over here and spend your life here, But we need some creative thinking on how we can harness the goodwill that's all over the world. It's not just Seattle U or Americans, lots of folks very interested. How do you make that happen? How do you allow it to happen? Like one of the young ladies in the electrical engineering group who were building this wind turbine, we were coming back and, she was saying, well, gee, couldn't the money that was spent on the transportation coming over here, wouldn't it be better spent just giving the money to the people here and letting them do something with it? And well, my answer to that is, well, it's an educational thing for the people to come over and see that you're not in Kansas anymore. You know, it's a different planet over here, and most of the good bit of the world lives this way. And so if you can go back and spread that, you know, then a little later on she commented, well, you know, I know what my kids and I are going to be doing for our vacations from now on. And, you know, it's very touching to hear that kind of stuff, you know.
Well, Bert, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
This is
my pleasure.
There we go. I got it.
Oh, yeah, you got to do
I finally got the handshake.
You got to do the Zambian handshake.
Yes.
Yeah.